Alright, before I get into the video, I want to say a few things. Thank you viewer for taking the time to look at my video, it means a lot. Also make sure to subscribe if you are new here. Karen tries to steal my friend's Switch, gets kicked out of the train. So, first things first, not my story, but my friend's. He only told me about it as detailed as possible, since it happened only a few days ago. Yes, he is okay with me posting it, we both love stories like that and the subreddit. Also, I'm on mobile and English is not my first language. Our cast, friend, EP, entitled parent, a Karen, got SMTH similar to the Karen haircut, but in crappy cause it was self-cut apparently, CK, curious kid, around 4 years old, CT, cool ticket inspector. Onto the story, my friend was on his way to the town where he has his apprenticeship, taking the train like he always does. Approximately 6h train ride, he got on the train and to his seat, that he reserved, it was one of those where 2 seats are across each other with a table in the middle. And there she was. The Karen of our story with her little girl. After a while my friend got bored so he took out his Switch and started playing. CK, Mommy, what is that? EP, a PlayStation. Ugh, how the fuck can one mistake a Switch for a PlayStation? Around 1 hour later my friend got bored of gaming and was about to put his Switch away. That's when it happened, the Karen grabbed his arm. EP, my little girl can play with it now. No, I'd have a problem with that. Also, the games I have wouldn't be for her. The Witcher 3, Warframe and probably Mario Kart, EP, we will see that. The Karen reaches for his Switch but my friend quickly pulls it away and packs it away. Again, no. This is my Switch and I don't want any strangers to just play around with it. EP, you shouldn't be so rude, that's bad behavior and I don't want my angel to see that. So give that thing to me. Still, I won't give you my Switch, that's it? EP, you shitty teens, always disrespecting adults and doing what you want. Not everyone can earn as much money as your parents. They probably bought that thing for you, so least you can do is let other kids play with it too. Sorry. I'm already working and earning my own money with which I bought it. EP, yeah, sure. Finally CT arrives to check their tickets. CT, sorry ma'am, but could you leave F alone? Else you have to change seats. The Karen goes silent. CT checks F's ticket and then Karen's, the thing is, Karen didn't have one. CT, I'll write a bill for you and send it to your profile, you'll have to pay it later. CT looks for her profile with her identity. CT, you have to get off the train at the next stop, EP. After a long argument between CT and EP it came to light that Karen apparently dodges the fare regularly and never paid a single bill. She's banned from using the train until she paid all of them. My friend had 4 seats all alone for himself for the rest of his ride. I hope you all enjoyed this story. If there are any grammatical mistakes or SMTH like that, please let me know. M tries to steal my car. Entitled Mother, M, poor kid, PK. So I was going around the other day looking for cheap used cars for my niece when I came across a lady yelling at one of the workers. You people are so rude. I can sue you no. She goes out of the dealership mumbling. I go and ask the worker what's going on and he said yeah that lady was complaining about the prices and I explained to her that we can't give special discounts to single moms. I didn't find anything there so I was on my way. When I left the dealership I see the same lady, this time with her kid, messing around with my car. Can I help you? I asked politely. No, I'm just trying to get into my car, she says. I can hear a soft voice saying PK, Mom, that's not your car. EP, stay out of this Timothy. I immediately got mad and told her to buzz off. She goes on telling me that I'm irrelevant and should respect my elders. While she's accusing me of all kinds of things, I feel a light stroke on my jacket. The PK was apologizing for his mother's behavior. M heard him and told him off. A few seconds later I pull out my car keys and unlock my call. Ma'am, if you don't leave my car now, I'll have no choice but to call the police. She puts on her sunglasses and walks away like a true Karen. TLDR, an entitled parent leaves a used car dealership screaming and tries to steal my car while her poor kid is the true victim here. Entitled mom gets out of her car and hits a pregnant woman, aka me. This happened like a few minutes ago and it's just burning in my head. A little backstory: I was driving on the way to my fiance's parents' house to meet up with them for a get-together. And then I met with a demon while trying to go over. Cast. Me Cole Sharp fiance Timothy M. Sheila, she just seems like a Sheila. On to the story. I called Timothy, who said we were all gonna go over and just have a little get-together. He asked me if he wanted to come pick me up and I told him no, I was perfectly able to drive myself, just had to be careful. I am 5 months pregnant and driving is still weird when you have a massive bump there. I grabbed my things and started to drive over. I was looking forward for meeting his parents since his mother and I had a close relationship. Normal, right? Nah. This is where shit gets wild. While on the way, I started to get those cravings. So I stopped by a little stop and got a snack. As I was backing out and taking care of all that I need to, I felt a bump from behind. This lady was trying to turn but completely ignored me and hit my car. I put on my mask and walked out to see the damage. It wasn't too bad on my car, luckily, just a little scratch. I was going to talk with the lady about it and ask about the damage done to her car, when all of a sudden, the lady nearly blew half of my face off. Here's the convo that happened. Me: excuse me? Ma'am, are you alright? By the way she exited the car, she was fine. Sheila, fuming: were you the bitch that hit my car? Me: I was completely taken back by her sharp tone. It was her fault. Sheila: she got up close to my face: you are going to pay for all this damage on my car. Me: it wasn't she cut me off. Sheila, screaming: pay for it? You hit my car, you ungrateful whore. Me, in complete shock: ma'am. Then I explained to her that it was her fault in the first place. How she should have seen that I was moving out and her impatient ass decided to hit me. In response to that, she was just getting more and more mad. And with how loud she was yelling, people were looking at us. I was trying to calm her down and trying to talk to her. I didn't like getting so much attention on me, it's embarrassing. I was going back to my car to grab my phone and I guess she thought I was trying to leave, so she grabbed my shoulder and started to spit in my face. When I tried to get her away from me, she raised her hand and actually tried to slap me. Calling me a useless bitch. Saying she doesn't care I'm pregnant, she'll still kick my ass. Being concerned for my baby, I just got into the car and locked the doors as she was pounding and screaming at me. I'm fuming and kinda upset at this point right now. I had a red print on my arm from where she slapped me, and I'm typing this in my car. It looks like police are here. I didn't call them, so I'm guessing either Sheila or a bystander did. I'll update on my health and my baby's health once I calm down and things get situated. Sorry this was so short with not much detail. I just can't believe she would hit a pregnant woman. Edit/update: after reading a bit and getting explained by the cops, I realized that it was my fault for the backing up accident. But at least I didn't sound like that woman who threatened to hurt me. Sorry guys, I'm flustered about this entire thing. It caught me off guard. My daughter deserves her own private video call with her best friend. Mobile, formatting, yada yada yada. Warning, not as extreme as some other posts, but still infuriating. Cast me, or op magical emu M, my mum L, my sister K, my sister's friend M, eggnog man, or woman, I guess. So L celebrated her 10th birthday in lockdown, and so she had a video call with a group of close friends. For some backstory, she had changed school since the one she used to go to, and so did I, but many years before her, was a crap school with bullies and lazy teachers around every corner, so she didn't have as much contact with her close friends as possible, and therefore was more upset when she couldn't see them on her birthday. They were all on a private group chat, so she put the link to the Zoom link on that group. She also included a message that she had a call with her family after it, so if you didn't join that call, then you couldn't have your own private call, though she hoped they'd all be able to make it. Elle also mentioned that she couldn't do it in the week either, as our school has been swamping us with work, so we barely have any free time. One of my sister's friends, SEK, who was probably the least close to her out of that group, has a tendency not to check messages, so Elle made sure she got the message, by privately messaging her, emailing her, and any other medium that she had access to. Despite these efforts, she didn't get the message and missed out on the call. A couple of days later we get a call from M, which I pick up as my mum is out, that goes as such. Me, hello. M, hi op, it's M, can I speak to M? Me, sorry M is out, would you like me to leave a message? M, could you tell her that I was wondering when K's private call with Elle is, as she has been waiting for a while now and has been very patient. Me, oh, I'm sorry, but my sister cannot have a call with K as she and I are both swamped with work at the moment, and we don't get much free time. M, I doubt that Elle has said that, you are just speaking for her. Me, I'll get her on now if you want, she's on a short break. M, fine. I brought the phone over to Elle, who was browsing TikTok, sad face, on her phone. Elle, hi M, I really would like to speak to K, but I have very few breaks and I would like to spend them reading my book, or browsing on my phone. Bye. Me, is that enough for you? M, she doesn't know what she's saying. K and L are BFFs. Me, whilst they are close, Elle has told me multiple times that // is her best friend. M, how dare you? My little girl is crying because of what you just said. She handed the phone over to SEK. SEK, muttered, W, what am I doing? M, in a shouty whisper, cry. SEK, oh insert bad fake crying here. At this point I could barely contain myself, and had to hold my breath to stop myself from laughing. I couldn't. M, what's so funny, you brat? Me, by M. I swear she had started saying that's right, walk away B*TCH before I hung up. My mum later got a message saying that I had yelled obscenities at M and K. I told M about it and we just laughed it off and didn't stoop to M's level. I honestly feel sorry K, being stuck with a parent like that and being forced to play along. L did end up speaking to K, but only a couple of weeks later once the half-term holidays had begun. EP thinks boat is public property. Okay, so this is a story that happened around 6 months ago to my family, so here's the context. Me, my mom, and my dad live on a decent-sized boat, look up Nordhavn 46 if you want to see it, and anchored near a beach on our way north. Since we were there I figured I'd jump off the top of the boat for a little fun, then we'd paddleboard to the beach. This is where EP was stalking her prey. Being my classic edgy self, I went off of the boat early and got a head start on my parents for no real reason. On my way over to climb some sand dunes I'd run into a mom and her, what is assumed to be, 5-year-old son, or ES. EP, how do I get on that boat? Me thinking she meant it in a fictional way, well you'd probably go up the beach then let the current take you to the ladder. EP, I don't want to get wet but my son wants to jump off the boat, could you take him on your surfboard? She meant paddleboard. Me, oh wait, you actually meant you wanted to get on our boat. Sorry ma'am, but that is our boat, and even if we weren't in a massive pandemic and somehow said yes to you coming on board, I wouldn't want a 5-year-old jumping into the water with current that could sweep him away. EP, What do you mean your boat? It's on public property. You will let my son jump off your boat, actually air quoted, and you will take him there on your board. At this point my parents rounded the corner seeing me talk to this lady and started walking over. Before they got here though I said, "All right, I can't resist a loving parent, I'll see if I can convince mine." My dad, what's going on here? Me, oh, this kind lady wanted to give us $1,000 to get a tour of our boat. EP, what? I'd do no such thing. You're gonna give me and my son a ride to that boat and let him jump off of it right now. My dad, no, you are going to let us leave right now so we can enjoy the time we didn't see you. My dad doesn't really make threats or fight people, but he does have an arm sleeve tattoo and a ragged look on him all the time. He can get intimidating easily. So it's no doubt that the lady backed off and was never gonna bother us again, or so we thought. We were spending the night where we anchored, and around 10 o'clock p.m., around the time where my parents are asleep or in bed and I get snacks for anime binging, I hear a loud splash and felt a decent ripple of the side of the boat. Thinking it was some marine animal, I thought I'd check it out with a flashlight. I then opened the back door to see a fucking pontoon boat tied to our boat and turned on the light to see a kid getting swept away by the current. Me, what the hell are you doing? I was jumping in the water while this happened, so I don't think I finished my sentence, then grabbed the EC and swam to the back of their boat, and lifted the EC just high enough to climb their boat before attempting to climb in as well. What I didn't notice was the fact that she untied her boat as I was saving her child. Because of me not wanting to be kidnapped, I got to the area closest to my boat and jumped for it, and gripping onto the side, the commotion woke up my parents, who got to the back just in time to see me jump off EP's boat and then EP and EC take off. They helped me up and I laid down for about 5 minutes before telling my parents not to call the cops since we have no proof and that's a story for the ages. That and the fact that my parents had weed in a state that it was still illegal, so it'd be hard to not get caught. P.S. The EC was doing a lot of complaining in the first interaction, but I didn't listen to him, nor did he say anything important. It also was a while ago, so the conversation probably was longer and more played out, and some things said may be wrong. My memory tends to do that to me. Make sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't done yet. Thanks for watching.